Quick heads up before we dive into the episode, doors are officially open to the Life First Coaches launch plan. This is the step-by-step roadmap to create, launch, and sell your irresistible signature coaching offer with 12 months of group coaching and community support to keep you moving forward. You can check out all the details and watch the free masterclass replay via the link in the show notes. This episode is for you if you are wondering, what do I need to run my coaching business so that it's easeful and it runs smoothly? What's all the software? What's all the tools that I should use? Today, I'm going to give you the complete rundown of everything I use to run my coaching business to give you some ideas and inspiration and help you think about what you might need for your business. Welcome to the Life First Coaching Business podcast, where ambitious, purpose-led coaches trade hustle and burnout for simplicity, freedom, and clients who light them up. I'm Leonie, ex-architect and business owner turned business coach. I'm also a mama, a foodie, and a travel lover, and just a little bit obsessed with online business strategy. If you're craving a business that feels spacious, joyful, and actually fun, you're in the right place. Each week, we'll be diving into the strategies, the systems, and the mindset you need to make your coaching business work for you. So let's dive in. Hello, and welcome to today's episode. So taking a step back from talking about marketing and sales today, and I want to give you a rundown of everything I use to run my coaching business so that if you're questioning what do I need, what software, what tools are going to help me to run things smoothly, I'm hoping this will really help you. I'll include a list of everything in the show notes as well. So if you want to get that list of everything, just head to the show notes. Before we dive in today, please, if you enjoy this episode, if you're enjoying tuning into the podcast, please take a second to leave a rating and a review. It would mean so much, and make sure you're following so that you never miss an episode. Okay, so one of the main things I use for my business is Google Business Workspace. So that's where I save all my files. It's what I use for my email, for my calendar. I use it for all the docs and sheets. And I also use it as a hub to share everything with my coaching clients as well. So I'll go into that in more detail on how I manage everything for a one-to-one client. So first I'll give you a lowdown of all the tech I use, and then I'll go into a bit more detail in how I streamline everything for my one-to-one coaching clients. So Google Business Workspace is like the hub where everything in my business lives. And I use StanStore as my platform where I sell my coaching. It's either where I sell my coaching sessions or I sell my courses and programs. So it's an online platform. Maybe you've heard of others, similar things like Kajabi, Teachable. StanStore, I love it. It's really simple to use. It's really quick and easy to get it up and running, very user-friendly. And that's where I host all of my courses and things. So you can host courses on there, you can sell coaching calls, you can sell digital products, you can host a community on there. So it really does everything for you. And it integrates with Stripe. So I take my payments through Stripe. When someone signs up to one of my programs or books a coaching call with me on there, they put in their payment details. It's all handled through Stripe, which is connected up to my business account. So that's how I take payments. And then that platform is also integrated with Google. So when someone books a call through there, it will send them a Google invite. It integrates with my Google Calendar so it can see my availability, and it's all connected to my Google Workspace. So that makes it really smooth and easy for people to book in automatically without me having to go back and forth to organize things with them. It's all integrated with my calendar. So that is really smooth and easy. Now, my website I host on Squarespace. So that's where I have my main website. It's where I have landing pages. So a landing page is a page that doesn't have all the navigation. It's just a page that people land on with one call to action. So that might be download my freebie, sign up to a webinar, something like that. So those are landing pages. So that's where I host my main website. And with those landing pages, when someone clicks on a button to download something, a form pops up where they would insert their name and email address. And that is hosted on a platform called MailerLite. And this is my email marketing platform. So it's where I can send out emails to everyone on my email list. It's where I can set up automatic sequences. So when someone does download a freebie or sign up for a webinar, it automatically sends them an email, giving them the thing that they've downloaded or signed up for, and sending them some more emails to nurture them and give them more information and things that they need to know, and reminders for the webinars and things like that. So that's all done inside MailerLite. The forms that I talked about, so that's a box that pops up. It has name, email address, and like a tick to say, yes, they agree to my marketing. And you create those in MailerLite, and then you can either just share the link to them. So if you wanted to share the link with someone on Instagram or something, you just copy and paste the link. But you can also embed it onto a web page. And I use the embed code, so it just looks like a button on my Squarespace. And when they click on it, the form pops up. You could also embed the form, so the form is just there on the page. But those things link together. So they visit my website on Squarespace, and then they sign up to my email list through MailerLite. And that's where it acts as a CRM. So it keeps a list of all your leads are in there, and they are tagged into certain groups according to where they've signed up. And it means that you can choose who you're sending emails to. You can send an email to everyone that signed up for a certain lead magnet or signed up for a certain webinar, or you can just have a main list for your weekly or monthly newsletter, or however you're using email in your coaching business. And then when it comes to managing my content, the platforms I'm using to market my coaching business are Instagram, Pinterest, and my podcast. So I use Canva for all my design and things. If I'm putting together graphics for my content, or even if I'm creating resources that I want to look pretty, that will all be created inside Canva. And then for my podcast, and actually for all the videos and things that I record for my programs, I use a platform or a tool called Descript. And this tool is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this, because when I decided I wanted to create courses and things like that in my business, the thing that felt quite daunting was editing videos. And that would take up a long time, or I'd need to outsource that. With Descript, I'm actually using it as I speak here to record my podcast. You open it up and you either record audio or a video straight into the tool. And then once you finish recording, it turns that recording into a transcript. And then if you need to edit the video, you just edit the transcript. You just edit the words exactly the way you'd edit a Word document or a Google Doc. If you had to repeat something, you can highlight the text that you repeated and just delete it, and it deletes it out of the recording. And there's loads of amazing AI tools in there to take out your ums and ahs and clean it all up. You can add studio sound to it so that it takes out any echo and things like that. So it's absolutely amazing for editing your audio and editing your videos. It's also really easy to edit video. You can drag and drop images and add text, add captions, all things like that inside the program. And you just simply highlight the bit of text where you might want something popping up on the screen, drag and drop that item, and it will just show up where you've highlighted the text. So it's so user-friendly. It takes a little bit of learning, like any new tool when you first go into it, but then it's so quick and easy to create videos, edit videos. You can also host them on there. So say you've recorded a masterclass and you want to share that, you can download it to the cloud and then just embed the link on your website or send people the link. So it also works in the same way as something like Vimeo, where you can host your videos as well. Descript, I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite tools in my business, and I just don't know where I'd be without it. And then when it comes to hosting my podcast, I use Buzzsprout. And Buzzsprout is a platform where you upload your audio and you input your show notes and things like that. And from there, it automatically feeds out to all the other apps that you've connected it to, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. It just automatically pushes them out to all those places. So that's where I host my podcast. There's some great things you can do on there in terms of adding dynamic content. So you can add pre-roll and post-roll if you want to let people know about something specific you're promoting at that time or something that you've got going on. You can change that and it will add it to every single episode. Because often people will find an old episode through SEO or through Pinterest and they'll be listening to something maybe I recorded 6 months ago, but they're still getting that pre-roll and post-roll which is telling them about something I've got going on right now. It might be an invite to a masterclass, or it might be an invite to download my free Spacious Business Blueprint. All those things can be incorporated into that pre-roll and post-roll. So yeah, that makes it really easy to manage the podcast. You get all your analytics in there. You get a website that comes with it, so you can share your episodes. You can embed them onto your own website. So I also create a blog post for each of my podcasts on my Squarespace website, but I embed the player from Buzzsprout. So that's everything I use for my podcast in terms of Canva to create any podcast graphics, Buzzsprout to host the podcast, and Descript to create it. And then the last couple of things I use are just for managing all my finances in my business, and that's Xero accounting software, which also has something integrated in it called HubDoc, which is really useful for just taking photos of all your receipts or forwarding any invoices you get via email to that, and then it automatically uploads them into Xero and you can reconcile all your accounts. So the way Xero works is you would connect it to your business bank account. Every line item on your business bank account automatically goes into Xero, and then you go in there and you code them to all the right things in your accounting system, let it know if it's GST rated and all those things. So you can manage all your accounts in that one place. And also you can invoice people through Xero as well if you're not using something like Stripe. So that's everything I use. Just to give you a list of everything in one go: Google Business Workspace for emails, cloud storage, file management, meeting calls, calendar, Squarespace for my landing pages and my main website, MailerLite for my email marketing and my sign-up forms. Standstore is where I host all my online courses and my coaching calls and programs. Stripe is how I take payments. Xero is my accounting software. Buzzsprout is what I use to host my podcast. Descript is what I use to create videos and podcasts and do all my editing. And Canva Pro is where I do any design. Now, another tool that I think it's important to mention here is ChatGPT. I am using ChatGPT to help me organize content and plan things, and I upload my thoughts to it and it helps make sense of my thoughts. That's basically one of the main ways I use ChatGPT, and the other way I use it is to repurpose my podcast. So I'll paste in the transcript of my podcast and I'll use ChatGPT to help me write the show notes and turn it into Pinterest descriptions and things. So anything that's not really involving my creativity and thoughts, but is just organizing that stuff that I've created, is what I'm using ChatGPT for. And I do pay for the pro version of ChatGPT, which gives you some extra things that you don't get with the free version. You get unlimited access to the most up-to-date version, I believe, and longer memory, so it remembers more without you having to keep teaching it again and again about your business. It allows you to create custom ChatGPTs and things like that. But the free version also is a really great tool for doing the things that I mentioned. So that's another key one that I use in my business. Now, to just give you an idea of how I then streamline everything for my one-to-one coaching clients. So if you're working with one-to-one coaching clients, then you're maybe thinking, how can I make it a really smooth process for them so they've got access to everything, so that they know when their calls are happening, and it's a really nice process for them. So the way I do it is, once I've had a discovery call with someone and we've talked about how we can work together and they've said, yes, I want to go ahead, I will put together a quick Standstore checkout for them. If it's a tailored package with just all the details we've spoken about, send them that. That's where they sign up and they can choose time for their first call automatically through there. Then they will get a confirmation email automatically. So that first call is all set up. Then within 48 hours, I put together a client dashboard for them. I have a template for that inside a Google Sheet. And what that template has is their call schedule, whether the call has been scheduled or is completed. There's a drop-down menu so they can see exactly where they are in their call schedule and the dates for each call. Then I include the link. So once a call is booked, the Google Meets link goes into that dashboard. And then once we've had the call, the notes and the recording for that call, the links to those are also pasted into that Google Sheet. Then in the tabs along the bottom, I have the call notes from each of our calls. So the first tab is the dashboard, and then each tab after that is the call notes. So any actions that we decided in that call are listed there so that my clients can easily go in and say, these were the things we said I was going to get done between now and the next call. Then inside that dashboard, there's also a link to their client folder. So they have their own client folder in my Google Workspace, and that's where we share anything. So any resources I'm going to share with them, I'll save into that folder. And then anything they want to share with me, whether it's some work that they're looking for feedback on, they can put that in that folder as well. So that's the one hub where all files and things are shared. At the end of each call, we'll set a date for the next one. I'll go in there, book it for them through Standstill, which means they automatically get a reminder email 24 hours before and a reminder email an hour before as well, with the link and everything. So they always can either go into their dashboard to find the Google Meet link, or they've got it in the confirmation email as well. So there's never any confusion. It will automatically go into their calendar, and it'll automatically go into mine as well. So it's all smooth. Everyone knows exactly when all the calls are happening, where to go and find the notes for the calls, where to go and see the recordings, and can quickly look at the actions that we talked about in each call, knowing what to do for the next call. So that all makes it really simple and easy. And that means every time I get a new client, I set them up a client folder, I set them up a client dashboard, which is saved in that folder, and I just share the link to that dashboard. Inside that dashboard is every single link they need to their client folder to book their calls, their call schedule, and all their call links, recording links. Yeah, it makes it a really nice, simple process, and it doesn't involve lots of complicated project management software and things like that. I really like to keep things simple and use as little different tools as possible, and also use something that most of my clients are very familiar with, or if they're not, it's easy for them to quickly get familiar with it. So it just makes it easy for everyone and keeps it all running smoothly, and make sure my clients always know how many calls they've got left, where they are in their schedule, what's happening, when their next call is, without me having to go back and forth or them getting confused. So everyone knows what's going on. So it's really nice, and it keeps it nice and simple. So I will give you a list of all those tools in the show notes. If you've got any questions, please get in touch with me and let me know. And if you are someone that feels like this stuff is a bit overwhelming, or you know that you just want to get everything set up right first time, then it's definitely something we could work together on through a tailored coaching package to get all your systems up and running and everything set up for you. If that's something you're interested in, also please get in touch with me. Send me a DM on Instagram or send me an email. I will include the links to those in the show notes as well. And thank you for tuning in today. As I said, please make sure you're following so you never miss an episode. And if you've got a few seconds spare, please leave a rating and review, because it will help other coaches to find the show. Thanks so much for being here. I'll catch you again next week. Take care. Before you go, just a reminder that doors are open right now to the Life First Coaches Launch Plan. If you've been craving a simple, proven path to nail your niche, master your messaging, create an irresistible offer, and implement a simple sales strategy so you can sign clients without the hustle, this is it. You'll get unlimited access to my full framework plus 12 months of group coaching support. Head to the link in the show notes to grab your spot and secure an amazing set of special bonuses before doors close on the 25th of September.